Okay, and good evening. It's already a good evening right now, and this is the fourth installment of our weekly horoscope. This time we'll be covering our friends who are within the air sign, which is first the covers for Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. Okay, so just a reminder, guys. Again, this the card readings are for the purpose of giving you is for guidance purposes. Please be sure that remember that you still have your own free will. Don't forget to utilize it because that is very important. So the readings may or may not resonate to you, but always keep in mind that that the wisdom that the cards are providing is very timeless, so you could still utilize it, so that for your own benefit as well. And please do show your love to us and your support. Please do click on that subscribe button and also the bell notification. So whenever we upload new videos or we go live, you will be able to get information or an update from us. And don't forget to also share it with your friends and your family because you can never can tell that the next person who will be viewing the video might need the guidance and inspiration or the wisdom that the tarot cards are providing to each one of us. So without further ado, let's start with the reading. So as previously mentioned, we'll be covering three aspects on each of the zodiac signs. For this time with our friends from the air elements, we'll be covering for you guys your general readings. Of course, we will also cover for your finances and also included that is your career. And lastly, will be relational about relationships. When we talk about relationships, again, that will cover everything, all types of relationship, not just the romantic side. Okay, so what are let's start with our friends from the house of Aquarius. We're going to do a general reading. We're going to get the message of the cards for you and also what is the message of the universe as well. So we have your cards right now with us. So let me just open them. Wow, this is a first for me. Okay, so Aquarius, your general card reading is a card of the Empress. Also, we have here your card of the Temperance. Next is the card of Death. Next is the card of the Hermit. And lastly is the card of the Sun. So, what is the general message of the card for you this coming week? What you will need right now is you will need to make sure that once you started or once you're in the field that you are creating, let your heart and this is in contrast with the other zodiac sign, let your creative side, your feminine side take over. Meaning it is safe to say that you will need to follow your heart at this point. You need to make sure that your heart is also involved in doing it because as an air element, Aquarius, you are more in tune with your mind and with the wisdom and knowledge that you have. So it is a good right now that you have to have a balance because in the coming week there could be some imbalance that may be occurring. Then that is contrasting between your mind and your heart because out of anything that is too much, like I've always mentioned, is also not good. So you need to find that point of compromise where your mind agrees with your heart. At this time, it will be a creative aspect once you're able to do that because the Empress is the creator or the life giver. So once you're able to grasp or take hold of what the message of the card is telling you or the universe rather is telling you right now in this coming week, you will be able to place yourself in a balance. Once you do that, you will notice a shift. There will be a shift that will be happening within your life, not just in general, which will allow you to get a better understanding. Well, this is a good actually it's a good set of cards that I'm viewing right now. We'll have a shift of understanding where there is a certain part of you that you will discover something that you are capable of doing, well, that you have not yet discovered. So some of you in the house of Aquarius might start having for strong intuitions, Some of you might guys might have this inner feeling if something is wrong, or a lot of you might start having vivid dreams that once you wake up it's still there, or like what they call as deja vu that may also occur to some of those in the house of Aquarius. So don't be afraid of this. This is all part of the change or in the development that you will be undergoing, and which is a good sign because this is your next step in the evolution, the higher level of consciousness. Some things may be, it may feel that everything is out of focus or nothing is making sense, but take that as a compliment because, or take it positively because that will help you in further achieving that development that you are being placed by the universe in. That is your spirituality, that is your next step in making yourself or connecting with the universe to be one with it. So you just need to be patient and understanding it may not really be logical of what's happening, but sometimes in the in the spiritual aspect things are not really logical. So you just need to make sure that you keep your focus. It will take it will not be a one time, actually it will not be a one time experience, but it will gradually develop within you. So you just need to make sure that you are within, or your mind, your heart is open to the creation or the development of your being. So that is your general message for this coming week, which will actually affect take which will also give an additional effect to the next following weeks that you will be experiencing. So, what is the what is the message of the universe to you, Aquarius, as of today? That is the card of the Nine of Pentacles. So, Nine of Pentacles is basically telling you that although everything, it may not seem that you might be in the dark, but one thing's for certain, you will need to, once you are in the dark, once you see the smallest spark of light, it will be more vivid for you. Meaning, you will be able to find a deeper, you will have a deeper revelation of what will happen. So you just need to make sure that that your other senses will be sharpened, which will happen starting next week. It will trigger the evolution of your spirituality. So you just need to follow the teachings, what the universe will be telling you. It may not be coming in as words, but one thing's for certain: lessons upon lessons will be given to you. That will and you need to grasp it, take it as it is, and then apply it to yourself, and you will be able to make sure that it will excuse me, that will allow to level up yourself in a way that you will be surprised, because right now the Nine of Pentacles, or the universe is telling you in the Nine of Pentacles, not only will this affect you in terms of spirituality, but it will also affect how you perceive the physical realm moving forward. Okay, so that is the message of, or the general reading for our friends who are in the house of Aquarius. So let me go ahead and shuffle the cards for you guys so we could check what is the message when it comes to the finances. Okay, 1 second, please. So let me just shuffle it. So if you're just new to the channel, don't forget to please click on the subscribe button and also hit the bell notification to get updates when lives are being performed, or whenever we upload new videos. There we go. Okay, so let's get the cards for your financial reading, Aquarius. Okay, so we have your cards as the Ace of Cups. We also have here the Knight of Swords, the card of Justice. We have the Nine of Swords, and also the High Priestess. So what is the message of the cards to you when Aquarius, when it comes to your finances? Don't let your emotions start to bother you. Um don't give it a chance for it to dictate what will be your next step. You will need to make sure that you will be opening your mind to the possible movements, because additional movements may be done when it comes to your finances, which may look as if that it is not going to work. But that's what we're going because you're going to base it only here, but you will need to balance it with it, but not too much of your emotions. Okay, that could be very dangerous as well, because as I mentioned a while ago or previously, that too much of everything is not good as well. So you just need to make sure that you're balancing it, but you need to focus on those that the openings that will be provided to you by the Knight of Swords. But this may kindly contradict what you believe in, but don't let it fully affect you. Just focus on what will be your end goal, because at the nine of swords and also the high priestess is there to cover it for you. What can they do for you? You might come to a point that you're doing it on your own, that your mind is telling you that no one is supporting you. But keep in mind that you still have the universe at your back, and that will be sufficient. The universe will find a way for you to be able to have both ends meet. But more than that, you need to stop worrying about what's going to happen next. You don't let those negative thoughts flood your mind, because that can be very no, that's not very nice as well, because it's just like rocking a chair. It's like the rocking chair. Yeah, you'll be able to do something, but actually you're not doing anything. You're just wasting your time. So stop worrying. Let your either voice speak up, listen to it, and that is your intuition that will be further developed next week, as well as you enter to a new phase in your in your evolution. So don't neglect those signs that you are seeing. Don't neglect as well, Aquarius, your the power of your mind to create new things along the way in terms of your finances. Okay, so that is your reading when it Aquarius, when it comes to your finances. Now let's take a look with regards to your relationships. Okay, so 1 second, let's go ahead and shuffle the cards. So again, if you're new to the channel, please show your support and your love to us by clicking on the subscribe button and also clicking the bell notification, so when new videos are uploaded, you could get informed immediately. Okay, so Aquarius, what is your reading for next week when it comes to your relationships? Okay, here we go. So Aquarius, what we have here is a Seven of Pentacles. Well, it's a Knight of Swords again. Hmm. The Hangman, the Page of Wands. Here, hope you can see it. And also again, the Nine of Swords. Actually, it's all related, even the first part of the reading for the general and the message of the universe, even in your finances, when it comes to your relationships as well. Don't base it solemnly on what you are seeing when it comes to relationship. You need to let also your mind get into the act, and also you need to have your heart also look into it. You need to see things from a different perspective. You need to find a way to rekindle what was lost, or rekindle the fire. I'm curious when it comes to your relationship. You are a smart person, so you know how to do it. You know how to find ways to start or reignite a dying flame. So don't neglect the capacity that you have. because you're an element of the air, and air elementals have a very sharp mind, and they can also think of ways to entice those people within their relationships. Again, relationships, we're talking about all types of relationship. Because if you're just going to think of the what if, or what might happen, you will not be going anywhere. You'll just be again rocking the chair, but you're doing something that is not productive. That is how, because if you're just going to continue doing that, put your mind into focus into the things that could be more productive for you, that could benefit not just your financial status but also your life in general. Plus, also it will further develop and deepen the relationships and strengthen the relationships that you already have or will be coming along your way in this next week. Okay, so Aquarius, that is your reading. I hope that we were able to, the cards was able to give you guidance for that one. Now, let's go ahead and check with our friends in the house of Gemini. Okay, so let me go ahead and shuffle the cards. So you're up next, Gemini. So just a reminder that um, these readings are for guidance purposes as well. You have still the option, you can still use your free will, which we would recommend that you use it wisely, and with caution. And it may or may not resonate to everybody, but take head of the wisdom that the cards is providing to us, because it will still be beneficial for everybody. And don't forget as well that to show your support and your love, please do click on the subscribe button and bell notification. Thank you. Okay, so Gemini, what is your general reading? I know somebody who's waiting for it. They're just downstairs. Okay, so what is the general reading for you, Gemini, plus also the message of the universe? Okay, so what do we have here for you, Gemini? We have here the Emperor, the Two of Swords. We also have here the Knight of Pentacles. We also have here the King of Wands. Hope you can see it. And also the Nine of Swords. So what is the message for you, Gemini? What is the general message for you, or the general reading that we have? You will be placed in a position where you need to make hard and tough decisions in this coming week. Now, it will be you will need to find a way to balance it when you make a decision, not just from your point of view, but also from the point of view of other people. Don't neglect what will be the reaction and the emotional impact of your decisions to to the people who are within your circle, because that in return can also affect other people, which can also still come back to you. So be sure that you will be able to you will need to take heed of the advices or possible reactions or what others might feel. Though, although you're going to take it into consideration, but it will not be the main basis of your decision makings as well. Because right now, actually, it's more on the financial impact that will be happening to you. The card is saying, you might start within this week a new venture that will help in elevating your financial status. But don't stop from there. You need to continue. It may be hard at first. It will be hard for for others. It may be hard for the next few weeks. It will be hard for the next few ones, depending on the gravity of the financial or on the project that you are involving yourself with or you're starting with. So you just need to make sure that you will still remain focused on that one. And also, as time goes by, you will learn a lot about what you will need to do or what you need to improve on, which in return could make you, which could return could make you a better entrepreneur. Actually, it's going to the financial side. Your card readings here, Gemini. So you need to open yourself to that advices, and do not focus too much on what would be the negative outcome, because that as long as you dwell on the negativity of what you are thinking, or the what if negative what ifs, that, my friend, will really happen, because that is the energy that you will be releasing towards the universe. So just be sure that you will be listening, allow your other people to feed you with positive thoughts, encouragement, which will be a good thing, because they will reinforce your creativity as well. So that is your reading for, in general, Gemini, for the coming week. Now, what is the message of the universe to you? It's the card of the moon. Okay, so what is the card of the moon saying right now? Sorry. The card of the moon is right now is saying that in every change, the moon is changing its phases from full moon to quarter moon and the whole 9 yards. Then you need to also be sure that you could cope up with the changes, because at one point you will not just be a moon, but you will also be the source of light. Just like the moon, who is obtaining its light from the sun, you are in the process of elevating yourself from that point to be the source of light. Now, illusions may come in at any given time within this week, or deceptions may come in, whereas people may tell you otherwise. But again, as what John Reading mentioned, don't let those thoughts, those negative advices, or what people are giving you as a comment that is not feeding you, or that is pulling you down. Don't let it don't let it get the best of you. What I would suggest is you surround yourself with people who believes in you, that you will be able to do it, and that will able to push you in completing what is being given to you by the universe in this coming week, as an opportunity for you to further develop yourself. Looks like we have a trend as well with our friends for the air element signs. So that is the message of the universe for you, Aquarius. Now let's check what is the message for you when it comes to your finances. So let me go ahead and shuffle the cards. Okay. So this will be a quick shuffle. There we go. Okay, so it looks promising. Oh wow, looks promising for Gemini. Okay, Gemini. So what we have here for your financial reading is a card of the Ace of Swords. We also have here the Two of Wands, followed by the card of the Emperor, the Queen of Cups, and lastly is the Ten of Wands. So what is the reading for Gemini for this coming week? Well, one thing's for sure, there's a new learning that is coming to you. So you need just to make sure that you are receptive. Make yourself like a sponge, that you will absorb the messages that will be provided to you, or the learnings that you will be getting, so that it will be receptive for you. You will have you will have a positive outlook. Don't let it divert you, or don't let it how do you put it into words? Um, don't don't let outside forces control or influence the direction that you where you are at right now, because that will be something that could stop you from doing it, because those are killers of passion that you have in your heart. Don't let that fire end up, because don't worry, because the universe will still be will be nice to you, and it will provide you people who are in a certain position that will be more than willing to extend their assistance to you, because They also understand that the world is round, so sometimes you're at the top, sometimes you're at the bottom, and those are the people that previously you were able to extend your assistance. This time they will be the one to pay back what you have done. It's just their way of showing their gratitude towards you. So don't worry about it. Just continue learning the new skills that you are developing, or the new project that you are indulging yourself in for your finances, Gemini. And this time it will be good also to, for the moment. When it comes to the finances, kindly be stiff with it. Stick to the budget. You just need to make sure that you are in control of everything that you're doing. And also, if you need to do so, because your mind cannot fully hold all the information, note it down. Everything that comes in and comes out, even the smallest, even if it's a penny or a dime or nickel, whatever it is, be sure that it's all tabulated. You have a record of it, and from time to time review it so that you make sure that you are still within your capacity or within your resources, because although people will be there to assist you, it will still be a hard work for you. But as you further understand what is going on, or how the project develops or um, unfolds before your eye, it will be an additional task for you, which will may take some toll on your physical body and your mind. So it will be also good that you will find people that you could trust, whom you could share the vision to, so that they will be able to help you as well in completing the project that you are indulging yourself in. But overall, once you have completed it by this week, it will be progressing by next week or the next coming weeks, that you will be able to make sure that whoever has helped you, you will be the one this time to extend your assistance to them in whatever way possible. Okay, so I hope the financial reading for Gemini was able to help you. Now we will check for your reading with regards to your relationships. Okay, so let's get some cards for Gemini for their relationship readings. Hmm. Okay, so Gemini, the cards for your relationships reading is as follows. We have the Three of Wands. We have also the Ten of Wands, the Queen of Cups, the Nine of Swords, and also the Queen of Wands. So you'll notice we have a lot of queens on this set of cards. A lot of and also majority of them are ones and are within the circle of fire. So what is the message, Gemini, for you when it comes to your relationships? You need to double check which relationship right now you will need to nurture eventually. Because, but right now, the card is, although you're looking at relationships outside of your circle, that you're trying to find which one to further nurture. Don't forget to make sure to focus yourself within the family unit, because right now everything falls down to the family, especially that they will be the one to further support you in terms of going back to the reading a while ago to your ventures, in terms of your financial ventures. They'll be the one to support you. So allow their emotional support to still to flood your heart, because that will be a good sign. And also don't forget that to always continue that passion that you have, because that will be your fuel to continue what you're doing. Because if you will be losing that passion to continue, just always remember the reason why you even started it, why you are doing it, because that will be the way for you to reignite what you have started. Always, if you're losing your focus, look back to how you started and think on. Always remember, think what is the reason or the reasons or who are the people. Why is it you are doing it? So always go back to that point, Gemini, in terms of your relationship. It will not just be good for on your end, but also it will also develop more, or it will also make sure that the relationship will be deeper with one another, and also it could open additional relationships that will branch out eventually. Okay, so Gemini, I hope that the reading was able to help you for that. Now, we're going towards in reading for friends in the house of Libra. Okay. So, while I'm shuffling the cards for Libra, kindly note that if you're new to the channel, please do show your love to us by clicking on the subscribe button and also clicking that cute little bell for to get notifications whenever we go live and whenever we upload new videos for you guys. Okay, so Libra, let's check what is the general reading you have for this week and also the message of the universe for you. Okay, so Libra, what is your the card you have is right now is the Two of Cups, the Three of Swords, the Knight of Swords, the Eight of Pentacles, and the card of the Devil. So what is the general reading that you have right now for you, our friends who are in the house of Libra? Well, basically, it's more on actually it will fall mostly with terms of communicating with other people because the Two of Cups is suggesting that you will, and the Three of Swords is suggesting that you will need to make sure that you don't only say you own what you say. You need to fulfill your promises because a lot of them will be connected not just in building your relationship in terms of your loved ones or your family or your friends, but a lot of them will be communications between for I'm not sure if some of you might be undergoing for this for career movements or for relationship movements or but something to do with someone in authority that you will need to make sure that your communication is very clear because it could and if you are able to perform a clear communication with them it could open your it could open for an everybody's concerned about the finances. I just noticed it in the other readings as well. So it will help as well in reestablishing a strength in the financial stability that you have your financial stability. So don't allow don't allow your mouth or your tongue to get the best of you. Just first think before you react or you reply or you say something always in this coming week, always think first because sometimes what we want to say is not may differ or may change when your receiver gets the message. So kindly be careful and how you relay it. The choice of words is very important. Even how you deliver it, your method is it via email or via chat or is it messenger or whatnot or is it personal? Be careful on the choice of words that you have is very crucial at this point because there is a make or break right now for you which will affect you in the coming weeks to come in terms of in terms of your career or your financial aspect in life. So just be kindly careful with that. Now, what is that is the general message of your card for you, Libra, but what is the message of the universe for you, which is the King of Cups? Now, you will need to further because you are the general message is telling that you will need to learn how to communicate better. You will need to do that. The universe is advising in this coming week that there will be a development when it comes to your emotional capacity, because being an air element, you're more in tune with the knowledge and the wisdom that you have. But this time there will be a little bit of changes when it comes, or you will feel some changes when it comes to your emotions. Some of you might feel that they are doing a different they're being led to do a different thing, or the things that they normally do, they will feel that they don't want to do it anymore. But that is a normal process. It could be also because of the retrogression that we're experiencing as of the moment with regard to the planets. But the keyword here, coming from the universe, is that emotional maturity at a certain degree will be done for you, because that is the focus of the universe right now in this coming week that you will need to learn. Okay, so I hope the reading was able to help you in regards to your general message. Now, Libra, let's look into your finances. So let's do a shuffle, shuffle. Okay, so let me just go ahead and shuffle the cards so we can complete the reading for Libra. It's really hard to shuffle the cards, guys. Oops, we have one card that is trying to jump. Here we go. So, Libra, this is your general reading for your finances. Okay, so what we have here are the following cards. We have here the card of the Magician. We have here the Eight of Wands, the Ace of Cups, the card of the Tower, and lastly we have here the Four of Pentacles. So, what is the message of the cards for you right now? Okay, so what is the message that we have here? It's very clear that right now, although there is a confusion with regards to how you will be handling your finances, because it's more on everything is going out, rather there are things that should go in. But that is what is you're seeing right now, because an investment needs to be done. So those are some emergencies that you will be needing to adhere to. But as you do that, you will be able to plant the seeds that in the heart of those you are able to assist, because you are in that position next week right now to extend some assistance with your resources, available resources, but be sure to use it wisely, okay? Because your resources are also limited in this coming week, or should I say that there is a certain degree that you can only help somebody, or you can assist, provide assistance. But because your the card of the Ace of Cups is telling that it could the emotion your emotional aspect might touch in a little bit into you by giving you a hint of this is what the person might feel, or this is what is the situation is all about. But don't let it dictate your decision, because the card of the tower, and the card of the tower, and also the Four of Pentacles is advising that you will need to take hold of the authority, because if you will not, you might crumble in terms of the financial stability this coming week. So be sure not to let your emotions get the best of you, as you make those as you release some of your resources, to make sure that your what to answer to the needs that you have. Don't respond to the wants, respond to the needs. That's what the card of the Ace of Pentacles, I'm sorry, the Ace of Cups is advising you right now. Just be sure that you will be balanced, or you're thinking it through thoroughly before you make any action. So I hope, Libra, that the reading for your finances was able to help you. We're going to look right now into your relationship readings. Okay, so let's shuffle the cards. Here we go. Okay, so there. So what is let's get some cards for Libra when it comes to their relationships. Hmm, interesting. Okay, so what do we have? What are the cards we have for you, Libra, when it comes to your relationship? We have here right now, first is the Five of Wands. Can you see it clearly? Let me double check. I have my mobile phone here, but there's a delay. There's a delay, so I'm not sure. So this is delay in a broadcast. So we have the Five of Cups. I'm sorry, Five of Wands. We also have here the Knight of Cups. We have the Page of Pentacles, the Ace of Cups, and lastly, we have the Temperance. What is the message of the card to you in terms of your relationship statuses? Now, when it comes to relationship, just to advise you again, this is covering everything that is with when you say relationship, it covers everything, not just the romantic part. Okay, so just a reminder. So what is the message? So there could be some conflicts of in relationship, but this time conflict with the internal side. So there could be some struggles within your heart in this coming month that you will need to look into. So it is let's just say we could put it into the perspective that it is we could call it as let's say fighting fighting your you have a battle with yourself, so you will need to make sure that you will be able to overpower it, but you don't need to worry. Although the struggle is very real, sometimes you will just need to depart from it, go to your what they call, some people call it as their secret place. So go to your secret place, and from there, you just need to refresh yourself emotionally. You just need to you need to to calm yourself. So let it grow again. Let it start from the beginning. That your heart will be just like a tree where the branches cut is cut, but eventually it will grow back. So that's what you're going to do as well in this coming week for your emotion. It will although you're secluding yourself so that you could learn from more, that will bring to you a lot of balance, because that is how you will be able to do it, a Libra. So Libra, you are a balance. So am I right? Libra is a balance, right? So it's up to you right now on how you're going to balance yourself as well, because right that will be the best thing that you're going to do with regards to fixing your relationships. First, start with yourself, as the card is advising. Start in handling those inner conflicts. Sometimes a retreat is necessary to do that, so that you could always have that, you could go back to the what they call as that inner child, which is very pure. They have a pure heart and a pure emotion, and from there you could restart yourself, and from there you could start the balance, restart your balance again with your relationship. This time, your relationship with yourself. Eventually, that will affect how you also handle relationships with other people. Okay. So I hope. So those are the readings that we have for the House of Libra. I hope that it helped you. It will help you this coming week as you go along your day. So we are done for the readings of our friends who are within the air elementals, which is Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. So my name is Agnes Aero. So I'd like to invite you, if you're new to this channel, please do click on the subscribe button below and also hit the bell notification, so that whenever we go live or we upload new videos, you can get information immediately from the platform. And also, don't worry, if you would like to share the video to other people, that will be great. Actually, we would be encouraging that, because you can never can tell. the next person that you will be sharing the video to might badly need the wisdom that the cards are providing to us. And also take note that this is all for guidance. We still have our free will. Use it with care and use it wisely because it's very important. Again, it may or may not resonate to you, but take heed of the wisdom that the cards provided to us as we have read them. So I'd like to thank you so much, guys, for your time. You've been with me. You've been watching Tarot Page Philippines. Again, my name is Airo. I hope to see you very soon, guys. God bless and namaste.